Hello and welcome to the Sussex Daily News channel. We give to you, fragile Prince Harry feels regret as questions about the Sussexes' future remain. Separated by an ocean from his wife Meghan Markle and son Archie, having hurt his closest family members, Prince Harry is said to be fragile and filled with regret over his own abdication crisis. And the pain is far from over. While the Queen's unprecedented blessing on Monday gave Harry and Meghan the nod to carve out a progressive new role, her 153-word statement trod a fine line between a matriarch holding together a family and an experienced monarch resolving a royal crisis. Its most notable omissions were related to Harry and Meghan's titles, security and finances, which will be thrashed out within days. As long as Harry continues to do his duty, there is no reason to lose the title, Royals historian Christopher Wilson told The Telegraph. But if their game plan is to hang around Los Angeles on the celebrity circuit, then it would not be appropriate for him to use HRH. Still, the Queen's biographer Robert Lacey told People magazine that they won't have HRH taken away any more than the Duke of Windsor did. Ingrid Seward, an editor of Majesty magazine, wasn't so sure. It could hint that they are willing to give up their titles. "I've never seen a statement as personal like that, but we haven't had a situation like this." Harry is said to regret not realizing how his decision, announced in cheery fashion on the couple's Instagram account as an exciting next step without the consent of the Queen, would damage relationships. He was also at pains, in a joint statement with William, to slam the Times over a false and offensive claim the older Wales constantly bullied the Sussexes and pushed them out. The Dukes arrived separately to the crisis talks at Sandringham on January 14. On that subject, it's still not known who will cover the Sussexes' around-the-clock armed protection in two countries. Before Megxit, Meghan and Harry's $1.2 million security bill was paid for by British taxpayers, but as the Queen said, the pair doesn't want to be reliant on public funds in their new lives. Still, they are unlikely to volunteer for something they could argue they have not created themselves. Similarly vexed is the issue of their home, both during and after the period of transition in which the Sussexes will spend time in Canada and the UK. Their Canada holiday house is reportedly the property of a Russian billionaire who lent it on the advice of Hollywood producer David Foster, two links which may be distasteful to the Windsors as a long-term prospect. Harry and Meghan want to still have use of the newly renovated Frogmore Cottage at Windsor Castle, but the Queen may insist on them renting it at the full tote. How do you feel about this news? Comment for me below, and we talk about them. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to get more news from the royal family. Now, goodbye and see you in the next videos.